Audio Jungle.
200 weed gummies and several other ganja-infused products seized in St. Mary. Man arrested. A man was arrested in Tower Al St. Mary after the police seized a significant amount of illegal ganja-infused products, including 200 weed gummies at his home. Reports are that about 5 a.m., lawmen from the St. Mary Division, in collaboration with the Firearms and Narcotics Investigations Division, acting on information, searched a two-bedroom house and discovered the items. In addition to the weed gummies, the police found 17 sugarcane candies labeled High Vibes, several packages of edible cannabis products, 9 packages of 13 cups of compressed ganja stain, 7 saucers containing loose ganja, and bottles and containers of rum infused with ganja. The team also searched a package of cannabis-infused TikToks and a package labeled Island Spice hot wing sauce infused with cannabis. The police are reminding the public that the sale and distribution of ganja-infused edibles remains illegal under the Jamaica law and poses significant health risks, especially to minors. The police are asking persons with information on illegal drug activity to contact the nearest police station or call Crime Stop at 311. This successful raid underscores the commitment of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to disrupting the illicit drug trade and ensuring the safety and well-being of communities across the island. New penalties for murder passed in Lower House. Information Minister Dr. Dina Dixon says the new penalty for murder, which were passed in the Lower House, show that the government is serious about preserving life. Dr. Dixon says the penalties related to the Criminal Justice Administration Bill, the Child Care and Protection Act, and offences against the Person Act. Dr. Dana Morris was speaking at the post-cabinet press briefing.
In respect of the Offences Against the Person Amendment Bill, for non-capital murder, the mandatory minimum sentence for imprisonment is now 30 years. For capital murder, we have increased the mandatory minimum sentence to be served before being eligible for parole from 20 years to 50 years. That is us saying that we are really serious on crime. We are saying that the victims of murder and of crime matter, and that the penalties have to be very, very strong. In terms of the Criminal Justice Administration Amendment Bill, there were some amendments that were recommended here that have been passed and were passed yesterday, and it increases the term of years to be deemed as life imprisonment from 30 years to 50 years where the offense committed is murder. These amendments represent a vital and deliberate response to the levels of violent crime in our society, particularly those involving the most heinous offense, which is murder.
Police following strong investigative leads into murder of 14-year-old Terona Thomas. The police are following strong investigative leads into the murder of 14-year-old Terona Thomas at Hill Avenue in St. Andrew on April 20. Terona, otherwise called TT, of Sinman Crescent, Kingston 11, was among persons near a shop in the area when armed men traveling in motor vehicle opened gunfire, hitting the girl and 2 males. Terona died at hospital while the males were admitted. Head of the St. Andrew Police Superintendent Damon Manison provided Prime Minister Andrew Holness with an update on the probe on Wednesday. He noted that a number of persons killed in the division was the same as last year. Meanwhile, he noted that 104 guns have been seized in the division since the start of the year.
We are following some very strong leads. What we're getting at this stage is that the perpetrators, possibly all of it being gang related, but it's a wanton shooting with an intent of getting somebody who they did not get, and that these are players possibly from outside of the space. We are in dialogue with other divisions as we're in pursuit of these individuals. We won't relent. We had a rough start, as we had reported earlier this year,
yes,
with St. Andrew South seeing an uptick in murder, 13 more than we were last year. With the resilience of our members, the partnerships that we have been engaging with citizens, we're currently breaking even where we're seeing the similar number of murders as last year, this year. The good sign, and a very positive sign, is that for the month of April, we have only accounted for 3 murders.
Only 3?
Only 3 coming down from November, where
Of
we
course,
had
we want to
20
be at
plus.
0.
And that's a aim. The buy-in from citizens and the support that we have been getting right across, I think, is a good positive thing. These are weapons to kill, to maim, to disrupt the livelihood of residents. And so it is real. What we face out there are individuals who are willing to take on law enforcement, who are willing to fire at will, but we're resolute.
Fewer youths 15 to 24 being murdered, Zozo's transforming communities, says Chang. The number of youths aged 15 to 24 years have been murdered in Jamaica has dropped from 17% in 2024 to 10% so far this year. In 2023, the figure was 14%. Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang spoke on the improvement on Tuesday during his contribution at Garden House. He also spoke about improvement in the crime statistics as a result of social interventions. I acknowledge that social programs often take time to reflect in the statistics, but we are already seeing results in some areas, particularly within the zones of Special Operations Zones, he noted. He urged Jamaicans to remember that those zones are specifically designed holistic interventions aim at driving both environmental and human development within communities. He cited that each year we invest approximately 2.13 billion Jamaican dollars in programs run by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund. When we include supporting programs and the cost of security personnel within the zones, the figure is effectively doubled. This decries the notion being put forward by the opposition that they are not investing in social transformation. According to Mr. Chang, this may seem high, but as we look in the future and our third term, we recognize that this is a cost we cannot afford not to pay. He told the Parliament that as the government moves forward, it will undertake to introduce effective programs in all 100 vulnerable communities identified across the island. We will implement programs of transformation in all these communities to restore hope and opportunity to Jamaicans who have been stressed by poverty, crime, and past policy missteps, he stated. He provided statistics that show that in 2024, the Norwood and Auguston Zozos recorded 0 murders, Mount Salem recorded 1 murder, and Savannah Lamar and Parade Gardens each recorded 2 murders. When we compare communities that were treated under Zozo with those that did not receive it, there is a clear and measurable shift in crime outcome. At the point of each declaration, crime trends in Zozo areas consistently remain low than in untreated, non-Zozo communities by approximately 73%, the Security Minister noted. He said this divergence reflects the impact and success of coordinated government intervention. These results are direct outcomes of integrated efforts across government institutions, ranging from tackle distribution and vocational training through HEART to infrastructure upgrades like drainage installations, zinc fence removal, printing workshop, and road improvements, he noted. He added that through the zones of special operations, lives were not only saved but transformed. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.